We'll hold my position there for a little bit longer. We want to see if we can get as many side shots as possible. Nice. Hello guys, and welcome to a new Regiments video today by me, Vulcan. In this one I'm continuing with Stage 3 and Phase 5 of my Vigilant Tempest warpath. In this one we're going to be jumping into the defense against the Dutch forces, but before we move on we have 295 operational authority to spend. Our troops did take some pretty decent losses in the previous battles, so we're going to want to replace those. But I was also thinking, since we do have so much operational authority, we can finally get some more forces. And since we're going to be on the defense, I think picking up the mechanized task force here would be a great idea, because it's going to give us a lot of extra units that we can spread around the place, and they're not too expensive. So we'll call in this one, and then the last one's going to be an interesting choice, because I'm thinking maybe more artillery would be a nice idea, since the Dunners can be pretty effective. Now I'm going to upgrade this as well, because it gives us more BMP-1s, more BMP-2s, more T-55s, so they will all be way better individually, which will be great. I can actually go the entire way and make that BMP-1s with Genista, and what would be the other upgrade there? Probably not worth it for 25 points actually. Okay, we don't have more deployment points. We're kind of 10 short on that. So what I'm going to do is we're going to restore the T-72s for sure. Definitely the Dunners. Although the Dunners on defense might not be worth having. And then I think the Vizitkari. Okay, let's go to events. Shell Curtain. A massed barrage tactical aid is available during this phase. Let's go. Vigilant Tempest Phase 5, Stage 3 at 9 PM. I've been thoroughly enjoying this warpath. It's been really fun playing with the Czechoslovak forces. I think there's like a nice amount of challenge to it, because you have like a lot of BMP-1s, T-55s, those kinds of units, and then you're fighting much more tough units like in the Leopards, and particularly if we were up against the Americans, it'd be like Abrams and such. Now this is actually a really nice defensive map, because we've got attacks both from the same sort of direction. Sometimes you get them where they're like coming in from both the left and right, and you have to split up your forces, whereas in this case we can really bunker down and hopefully hold off the waves of units that will be heading towards us. So I definitely want to make sure that I have a recon, so let's make sure we put down my engineer support on the right here at the beginning. That's like very important. I always forget to do that, so we'll make sure to get good use out of this. We're kind of putting some towards the flanks a little bit, because I'm not sure how far wide they will come, and they might go round here and then attack on this side, and that would be a right pain. So we'll put a recon up on the ridge there. That's all on my engineer support. Okay, T-72s. We got T-55s, T-72s, T-55 AM2s. It looks like, what are we? Yeah, we're backed up by East Germans in this one. We got the AM2s there. I mean, both of these have decent range. I think I'll keep them both on this side. Well, actually no, let's put the T-55 AM1s here. These are a recon tank unit, which is really cool. So they will be very good at helping us spot at range, and then they can be backed up by the T-72s, which will put something like, I don't know, back here somewhere, like so. And then the T-55 AM2s can sit on this side. We'll have them a little bit further back. Okay, cool. Then we're going to want recon, so probably put like a Nitsi up on the left side there. I think put one here as well, although that's kind of right in the path. We don't want our recon to be right in the path of the enemy. I could move a recon all the way over here. That could be interesting. Let's use the OT-65s and have them kind of travel to the right side there. And then I think we'll just do a standard sort of BMP with recon infantry here. to provide eyes for the T-55. I will definitely want to utilize our airborne infantry, so I will do that. And I might also just get my Streltsy in there as well. We can just have them all moving together through this tree line. We'll put all of the OT-64s there. And then the BMP-1s and BMP-2s. The BMP-2s in particular would be great further to the left side here because they can utilize those ATGMs at long range. And that's leaving us with 275. We'll probably need some AA, so let's bring that in. And we'll do the same over here. We can get the man pads position. Actually, we do have a Strela 1 there already. Okay, then I'm thinking maybe the leader is a good idea. Get the T-55 AMTB leader in there to give a nice sort of radius to all of these tanks. That would be huge. And then some supply behind those. What am I missing, if anything? I don't think there's too much we're missing. We're not bringing in artillery because a lot of their units are going to be very much on the move, so it's going to be difficult to make that work. Okay, let's confirm, and off we go. So our troops dug in and ready. Those are looking pretty awesome, to be honest. I love the color scheme on these BMPs. Really cool. There's also the new T-55s here. These have got a decent cool color scheme as well. Look at those. Dug in on the back side there of the house. Very nice. Watching the distance there. Alright, let's keep an eye on our enemies as they come in. Oh, that's going to absolutely ripped, to be honest. Because the T-55s here, with the leader radius, are improving like the rate of fire and accuracy of the units around them. I think it's accuracy. Definitely rate of fire. Oh, what is that unit? That looks particularly nasty. It's ripping those T-55s to pieces. Okay, so it's Leopard 1s, thankfully, not like a big company of Leopard 2s, that would suck. Oh, the T-72 is also getting chewed up there. Those are just man pads, so I feel like I can just rocket this. I will back it up a little bit because that T-55 is getting smacked by all sorts, and I need to make sure that it maintains the leader radius for the other tanks. Nice rockets, really nice rockets. Took out the HQ unit, that's huge. Oh, I did lose a T-55 there. Let's keep backing it up a little bit. Also, these need to get in position. Let's make sure that recon is moving. We'll unload these wherever we can. And I'm just gonna create a little hold here with the Streltsy. Fixing up the T-55s. That's good. T-72s engaging now. Those are Leopard 2s. More rockets, please. There is the Gepard in there. These T-72s are really suffering. I'm gonna move the supply over to the BMPs so that they can maintain that HGM fire. Otherwise we're gonna run out. We need to make sure that those are unloading so they dig in. Gonna move them up to that tree line. I'm gonna put them on hold fire. That way we can see them coming. Hopefully they won't spot them. Well, the AM1's got chewed up. Okay, good hits on the Leopard 2s though. I think we'll just do like 2 sets of T-72Ms on the left side here to sit with the T-55 AM2Bs. Because we've got plenty of recon, we don't need the T-55 AM1s to come back in. I don't want to lose them entirely. Where are the actual places that we need to defend? So Mustalina and Ishim. It's always good to know, just in case things go really bad. Which they shouldn't, but yeah. You never know. Right, where did those tanks come in? They are over here. Right, those can move to the town there. We'll get the supply to move over and resupply those tanks as well. Well, these Streltsy should do a decent amount of damage to that armor if it comes into the trees. We still got the shell curtain. So this is an artillery battalion delivers a sustained barrage of HE frag rounds, suppressing all targets in a wide area. So if we have a big attack, we should try that. Make sure to like put it right on top of them. The Su-25s with rockets though have been doing a decent job so far. We got pretty blessed with this defensive map though. It's very nice. Much easier than some of the others to defend. And it means what's going to happen is in the next couple of phases we're going to make a lot of operational authority, and I'm going to be able to really increase the amount of units that I can bring in, which will be really nice for the rest of the warpath. I can see mortars back there. I might hit them with a rocket strike or napalm. Actually, might be a good idea. We'll do the shell curtain on the tanks here. If they get to like this line, we might move to engage with the Streltsy. They didn't engage. Oh, never mind. So of course they're napalm. Forgot about that. Nice. Good fire support. Nice. Okay, the Leopard 1V seems to be moving over. Let's see if we can intercept them. You know, T-64s are just using their KPVTs to engage the M125. Let's apply to this infantry. There we go, one unit of Leopards taken care of. Let's see if we can clean up the next one. Really nice. We'll just let them dig in next to each other. Let's use some rockets here, see if we can take out the M109s. Very nice. Hit them hard. One of the T-72s got killed by artillery. Gotta back it up. Really good. Stopping them getting into that tree line is actually kind of important. Otherwise they're gonna go through the middle of our defences. Like, I kind of want to get this Vigilant over here, just to kind of hold the line in that position, because I feel like it's a bit busy in this tree line. Great kills. Really good. Right, we'll let those T-72s go back. T-55s need to get into position at the Vina. And we're going to rock in with some rockets. Hopefully those BMP-2s start hitting things, because they haven't so far. I feel like BMP-2s, oh, sorry about the camera there, I feel like BMP-2s defend so well. I'm really glad I picked these up. Oh, we can area recon just to see what's coming, but we can kind of see what's coming anyway due to the recon on the ground. Big one unit over there, it's probably the defensive unit. Yeah, it's just the defending unit, defending their spawn. The T-72s have arrived, get them to dig in. And then once we're done with this supply on the right hand side, we'll bring it back to the left. And we'll keep going with rockets. These BMPs, if they run out of beta gems, are going to be in a bit of a tough spot. So important that we keep supporting them with this air support. huge. Really nice. Really good hit. Like that. Basically out of ammo. Let's get this supply over here. Alright, curious how these are gonna do if they just get bumped into directly. Cheeky recon on the right hand side is doing me a lot of favors actually. On everything that's coming in. Like knowing exactly where they are at all times is so useful. I'm worried about this stage gem infantry though, that's gonna be so close. Let's hope the BMPs can hold the ground.
5 minutes remaining.
One's gone. Two's gone. That might do just enough of their infantry there to kill us even though we're dug in. They do have a little bit of a defensive bonus themselves, but yeah. Too much. Oh, let's listen to these firing away. That's cool. I don't know how they managed to get in there. Probably from the left side here somewhere. As soon as those BMPs are reloaded, we can bring them in again. It looks like they were a little bit too far up. I don't want them to be engaging from that range. Right, only 3 minutes 45 left to go. As they get closer, they're just going to keep bumping into more and more units. But what I am going to do here is maybe shift these over a little bit more. Do it like so. Get them look in the right direction. They can dig in over on that left side. Alright, speed things up. Not sure we're gonna have too much more like intense attacks by the end here. Just get the BMPs over here. I will want to restore those BMP2s a little bit. This artillery is just like off-map artillery, smack in the back line here. Not too much I can do about that. Very happy though with how this defense has gone. If we keep getting really good battles back to back, we're going to be so strong.
One minute remaining.
Interesting. Might as well showcase, I guess, because I'm not going to have time to use it otherwise. Well, I say that, I probably should just save the tactical support. It's not going to come down in time regardless. let those T-55s leave before they get killed. Otherwise, 33 dead on our end, 181 for them, 70 or 97 wounded, 539 for them. That is a very successful phase. We are going to, of course, be continuing with the defense. I would like to grab some more engineer support, I think. But the first things first, let's get those BMPs back up to strength. Definitely the T-55s there as well. Really nice recon unit. Okay, the other thing we can consider is like maybe bringing in something like Cayman, so we get the company of T-55s with the Dunners when they're fully upgraded. That could be interesting with the artillery barrage. I think this one was the one I was going to go for, the recon task force with the extra OT-65s, extra like airborne troops, fire support OT-64s, and the Pruskomnitze. And then the others I'm not too keen on. I mean, this one would give us Strelas and BMP-2s and T-72s, so that's a pretty strong one. The Olovo. This one's not very good. I'm not too keen on this one either. This is the other one that I was thinking about, the artillery group. So there's like Gvozdikas and Danas. So we have like crazy good attacking power because I'd be able to blast any like static defensive to pieces so easily. Already got quite a lot of T-72s. Anyway, for now, what we're going to do is we're going to grab engineer support. We're going to grab deployment points. And then supply's looking good actually, which is nice. I think we'll just try and top up some units. T-72s and such. Okay, I think that'll do. Let's go to the next one. Ooh, enemy psyops. Minus 30% suppression resistance. Platoons may retreat on their own. This is really bad. Especially when we're on defense, because we want to maintain our our unit's position so that we get the defensive bonus. Oof. Alright, well, Vigilant Tempest, Phase 6, Stage 3 at 1 AM. We're moving into nighttime. I think this is going to give the advantage to the Dutch because those Leopards are going to have very good optics for fighting at night. So all things to consider. It's one thing that I really like about regiments is that like there's a lot of interesting mechanics, like the night mechanic with the illumination, and therefore like units that have thermal optics or like night vision are better than those that do not at night, and that's really cool. Like a big fan of that. Right, we need to get the T-55s back in on the left-hand side. I don't know what I'm going to do in regards to my T-72 positioning. Also, let's make sure my BMPs come up here. They did really well from this position until they got overrun from the left. So I'm going to have the T-72 kind of try and cover that for us. We've got 30 engineer support. So what we'll do is probably bring in like a couple of Malyukas or something that can help engage at range. I need something that, yeah, maybe on this side would be a good idea. Just like a couple Malyukas that can help engage at range. I don't need AA. A mortar emplacement could be fun. Already got the recon all over the place, so that's nice. And maybe put like a mortar emplacement over here, and then a strong point. Where would I want like a strong point? Maybe pop a strong point in here, so that if they push through this orchard and get close, because I have to retreat the T-72s, or they retreat on their own in this one, then I can deal with that. Okay, supply is the other thing. So we've got supply there. Let's bring in some supply over to the left immediately, and that should help us out. Okay, off we go. So here we just get like dug in OT-64s with Strzelcy. We got the T-55s ready over here. I'll be able to shoot into the flanks, that'd be really good. I think this T-72 staying where it is fine. I probably could have had the T-55s here in a better position. Those Streltsy are actually facing the wrong way, so that's not good. We'll make sure that they turn around and dig in again. Well, area recon here. Since it's night, we're really not seeing anything, so I need to know where things are. All these HGMs are going to start firing away. It's going to be really nice, actually. I'm just falling back over on this side because I want that T-55 getting focused down by the company of Leopards. Probably do the same here. Those T-72s are getting low. Well, let's take any extra damage. And then we'll get them resupplied. I kill him on Malukas. No. A shame. The T-72 smacking him from the left side there is really good. Okay, they're taking damage now. Those are Leopard 2s, that's why. Upvetted Leopard 2s. I'll hold my position there for a little bit longer. We want to see if we can get as many side shots as possible. Nice. Okay, good kill. Retreat those T-72s now, so we can get them back to full strength. Over there, just some man pads getting chewed up. Well, certainly a pretty view. Lots of blown up leopards. Nasty mortars. Do artillery illumination on this side. I probably should have done artillery illumination over there actually. When they were attacking, that would have helped us out a lot. I'm just going to try and get some napalm on that mortar. If not the mortar, like using the napalm on the M113s there is fine. Okay, looks like they were retreating. Decent amount of infantry coming in over here, that's for sure. Because they weren't unloaded. And I struggled to get much damage down. I'm hoping that the fire support will spot them. If not, I'm just going to be blind firing these rockets. It's too late. That was a nasty close range defense. Worked very well. I think these mortars still a thing. Need my rockets now to just go and hit those. God, we need those HGMs to hit. Gonna move up these ones so we can get RPGs on target. I'm taking damage from a distance there. It's not worth it at all. Oh, those leopards are really tanking that. Let's let the fire support leave as well. There's barely any of them left. Well, I just need to kill like one more of those tanks. I can't believe we keep missing. That's crazy. We'll rocket the mortars since we can see them. Ah, it just keeps missing, doesn't it? Alright, let's retreat the supply as well. Good. Alright. And we can just reinforce that right side. We'll bring up the BMP-1s with the Streltsy so I can get some better XP on them. That would be nice. I'll bring up this unit. And we'll bring up the Streltsy HGM unit as well. That's enemy helicopter. Interesting. Oh, they have Cobras. That looking very cool. Although they're ripping my boys up. Nice. Very good. We'll get the supply over here. I'll drop some more artillery illumination, and I'm probably just going to pop like a recon over here just to see if we're being attacked. Looks like we are. not by much though. Just that one unit on its own. Very ambitious. And there's Leopard 2s. Nothing to scoff at. We've got a lot of firepower. 2 sets of T-72s, T-55s, BMP-2s with Royal Cannons in their Conkers. Yeah, we actually managed to deal with the first one nicely. The second one is still full health though, so could be scary. I appreciate the AA sitting here and doing its best. Really good actually, managing to force them off completely. Right, that supply can leave. We'll bring in a new supply for the left side. These all need to just unload and dig in. Brilliant. Okay, this has gone very, very well. A little bit concerned about infantry and such in this area, so we'll just drop in an artillery illumination so we can spot the stuff coming. Yeah, they're a bit close for comfort there. Lost the T-55 in that engagement. I might kill the rest if I don't retreat. This is why I want the recon to be here, really. Because then they can't sneak through like that. Flanked by tanks. I'll pull them back for now anyway. Just gonna wait for the T-55s to be ready. Gotta wait for the 100 points here. Found the recon unit. We got some good hits there, but those leopards, they really do tank very well in the front armor. I was hoping not to lose one of them. It's actually really nasty because I don't have very much to stop this push right now. See if we can move the airborne over here to kind of cut them off. I'll probably end up like flanking them with the airborne. Okay, big hits there, really big. Now taking out that stuff has helped us hold the line. Let's just move a little bit so that I don't lose any more. to this artillery, because that is pretty big artillery. Crikey. Our T-72 unit's got to leave. Let's just leave them with all of them. We can just bring them all in at once. Let's get the supply over here. Only 2 minutes left actually, so maybe that wasn't the best idea because it's going to take longer than 2 minutes for them to get back to the front. Now that's another Leopard 2 unit. Now what we can do is have my infantry kind of come around behind it, you know, and we just kind of have to hold here as long as we can. Oh nice, the strong point there, doing its job. Very good. I'm gonna fall back with the VMP2s so that we can get them more ammo, because I think the HGM has run out, so they're not really very useful against these units at the moment. We go as far back so they can't be shot at, and then we can have time to resupply them.
One minute remaining.
If they don't move from the flames, they will take a decent amount of damage. Alright, these are ready to move forwards again, so let's do it. The final 30 seconds of our defense. Alrighty, we made it. 51 dead, 246 for them, and 116 wounded, 600 for them. So far, the kills and losses actually quite further in our favor than I thought they would be at this stage. I thought we'd be taking more losses, but that is stage 4 concluded. So, very nice. Moving on to, oh sorry, stage 3 is finished, and we're moving on to stage 4. So, nice. Oh, and there's a potential fight against the British next. That could be fun. Or an intercept against the Americans. Both could be fun. We've got 312 operational authorities to spend, but we'll do that next time. In the meantime, hopefully you guys have enjoyed that really fun defense against the Dutch there. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.